Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Hey, Zoo. Patch it. Now.
2nd and 2. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, exit. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. 20. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check. Bang, bang, bang. Let it go.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, switch gears. No, go. Kill. Check nine. Off.
Second down, Haskins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Watch the safety screen. Check. Watch the shift.
Here's Bell.
Check.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Left 3.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
25 yards that time. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, good move. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking. Crash. Begin. Check 24, check 24.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He's crossing. He's checking.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Safe. Share. Check 52.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
On second down, it's Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Third down. Here's Haskins. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
First down, Washington.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Tighten up. Check safety. Go ahead.
This is Geis. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
36. Rush in. Switch. Check.
On second down now, it's Bell. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Defense at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Hey, orbit.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check 99. Hey, check 24.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Let's go now. Safety gator. Here we go. Twist on Travis. Hey, echo. Look at me. Zip. Ready?
Second and 3. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Hit it. X3. 2-8-3. Shot. Hey, team 6. Go.
Looking to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. 46 to go. 46 to 5.
They'll set up to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Badgley able to knock this one through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Don't get nervous. Check, Will. Check the backer. 25, check 25, check 25. Watch twist.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Anderson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Switch it. Let's go, Mike 50. Go. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
The 26-yard line.
Check 50. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hard. Go.
Kill. Hey, turn.
Second and 4.
Switch.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Bravo.
Check three.
Man. Hey.
He's coming.
We got to go.
They'll look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 41-yard line.
On the ready.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Ready. 50, plant. 6-6, pull it high. On the team. Hey. High 7.
Switch.
Now.
Second and 14. It's Kelsey on the ground. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Ready, set.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Yep. Shoot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's complete to Kelsey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Check 31. Check 31.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Travis Kelsey. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Kill.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score Panthers 31, Redskins 14.
Set, ready, 6 yards. 52 to the mic. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Check. Check. Bang, bang, bang. Rotate. Snap. Come on. Hey, switch gears. No. Off. Kill.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Check.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the shift. Back. Check. Fresno.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, keep it up. Alert 3. Shit. Come on. Right there. 54, right there.
They go play action with Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Check 13. Check 43.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Check your hot read. Mike 50, go. Mike 50. No chance.
4th down, here's Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devontae Harris. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, Charlie, look at me. Zipper.
Now back to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Travis Kelce with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
38. Redskins 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Anderson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, "Guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer." Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on third and long. Haskins. This is caught by Robinson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Around the NFL, they're in the fourth now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plan to catch.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter, Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Panthers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. This shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. I camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do?